Have you ever wondered what's the difference between an expat and an immigrant? Consider this. Two individuals, both living in a country that is not their own. One is called an immigrant, the other an expat. Yet fundamentally, they both embarked on similar journeys, leaving their homelands behind. Why then do these two terms carry such different connotations? An immigrant, by definition, is an individual who has moved to a different country, typically with the intent of permanent residency. These individuals often migrate for a variety of reasons, be it economic opportunities, family reunification, or in some cases, to escape conflict or persecution. The term immigrant carries with it legal and administrative implications, often tied to the process of acquiring citizenship or permanent residency in the new country. In contrast, the term expat, short for expatriate, is used to describe individuals temporarily residing in a foreign country, often for employment reasons. Expats generally plan to return to their home country eventually, although the duration of their stay abroad can vary widely. Derived from the Latin words ex, meaning out of, and patria, meaning country or fatherland, the term expat gives the impression of temporary nature of the individual's stay abroad. However, that is not always the case. These two terms, while describing a similar phenomenon, are perceived differently by society. Immigrants are often viewed through the lens of economic migration, with a focus on their need or desire to improve their living conditions. This perspective can sometimes breed negative stereotypes about immigrants taking jobs or resources away from the host country's citizens. In contrast, expats are generally seen as more privileged, often associated with higher socioeconomic status and professional skills. The choice of whether to label someone an immigrant or an expat can be influenced by several factors. Often it is the mindset of the individual. In my travels, I have met retirees, digital nomads, and those seeking a better life. Whether it's the lower cost of living, better healthcare, or safety from racial violence. They call themselves expats and would never consider the term immigrant, even though they have applied for full residency or citizenship. Their desire for a better way of life is no different from the immigrant of a developing country. Some of the African Americans I've met have shared with me their ultimate sense of freedom they felt living in other countries, free from the chaos, discrimination, and racial violence they've experienced in their home country. In fact, some countries such as Panama, Portugal, and Italy have encouraged foreigners to set up businesses in their country in exchange for long-term residency and citizenship. They refer to them as expats, while people who immigrate from countries like Mexico, Central and South America, who wish to do the same in the U.S., are looked down upon, vilified, and accused of taking away from its citizens. The origin and destination countries can also impact this choice. Race and socioeconomics can have a significant impact on the labels we ascribe to individuals or groups. My observation has been, even though people who call themselves expats, though they may be higher educated and skilled, tend to not have an investment in their adopted country. They often segregate themselves from the native citizens and don't assimilate well with the culture. By contrast, those considered immigrants want very much to integrate and assimilate. They have an extreme desire for their children to become part of their new country, while keeping their sacred traditions, culture, and language. As you navigate your perceptions of immigrant and expat, consider the factors that influence these labels and the societal implications they carry. Reflect on how these terms are used in your own context and consider the impact of these labels on the individuals they describe. Remember, at their core, both immigrants and expats are individuals seeking new experiences and opportunities in a foreign land. The labels we assign them can shape their experiences and our perceptions, but they do not define their worth or value. What about you? How would you define yourself if you lived abroad? Tell us in the comment section how you feel about these two terms. Did you find this helpful? If so, hit the like button and subscribe to our channel. We will be sharing more information on the truth about living abroad. So don't wait. Click the subscribe button now and join our community.